Hello and welcome back to another episode of Chris's Secret Podcast. I am impressed that you found it. On this week's episode, we are going to be going over a different part of the sales process. Typically on these videos, I've been talking about cold calling and meeting setting strategies, tricks, and tips. And on this episode, we're going to be going over the follow-up, which is also probably the most important part of the sales process. So today I'm going to be calling two different types of accounts right now. One type are clients that have actually already signed and said they were moving forward with us, but haven't actually gone through the implementation process. So those are going to be some that I'm going to try and make sure that we get across the finish line. And then the second type of account I'm going to be calling is accounts that gave me a verbal that they were going to sign, but have not yet signed and sent me all the paperwork I need to submit their deal. So before I jump in, just a couple tricks and tips that I'm going to give you when you're going through and doing your follow-ups for either accounts that have given you a verbal and not yet signed, or accounts that have signed, sent you all the paperwork, but not committed to or not gone through the entire implementation process. Just a couple quick tricks and tips for you while you're reaching out. First one is going to be, don't stop following up until you get a no. And even after you get a no, follow up a couple more times and then follow up again in 6 months after that. All right. So like that is the name of the game when it comes to sales, is just repetitive follow-ups and touches. So that is key number one, is just don't give up. It's crazy how many reps give up after just 1 or 2 touches. There's multiple studies that have shown that it takes anywhere from 5 to 15 touches and sometimes more to get a client all the way through to the finish line. All right. So that's first trick, is just don't stop following up. Next trick is going to be use multiple different mediums to reach out to these prospects. So don't just call them, then email them, then text them, then hit them up on LinkedIn. Try multiple different ways to get in touch with these people. Don't just rely on one form of communication. Last but not least is going to be remind them why they wanted to move forward with you in the first place. It's probably been a while since they've given you that verbal or since they completed that paperwork. They probably don't even remember why they signed in the first place. So remind them of all the benefits of moving forward with you, and also give them a deadline in which you need these things done. Whether it is a legitimate deadline, like, hey, I need this done by this date, otherwise I can't move forward in time for whatever. For me, it's going to be their year-end corporate tax filing. But if it's a hard and fast true deadline, great. Make sure that you know when you need them to complete said task by. If there isn't like a hard and fast deadline, well then come up with one. It could be either my implementation team has got you backlogged and we need to get this done by X date. Or it could just be something as simple as, look man, I really need this to hit quota this month. Can you just sign for me? It's crazy how many deals I've won just by getting the people to empathize with me. All right, so without further ado, let's jump in and start calling some accounts, and hopefully we can get some of these people across the finish line.
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Chris.
202.
Hello, this is Chris with. We were helping you out with the. You shot us an email a few days ago saying that you're like too busy right now to move forward with the process. I wanted to touch base with you in regards to that to see. Really, we only need about 2 hours of your time to get this thing pushed through. So if you can just give me a call back, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hey, I just left you a voicemail and sent you an email, period. Call me if you have any questions, period.
Your call has been
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you doing? Good.
Hey, do you have like 30 seconds?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Hey, reason for my call is we've been obviously trying to get that kickoff call scheduled with you so that we can go ahead and complete the study. And I wanted to see if you'd have some time to do that kickoff call this week. Would you have any availability like Wednesday or Thursday to do that? It should be 30 minutes.
See, actually what's happening is I have postponed my filing.
Yes, that's good that you're filing an extension. It'll help us get some time. Would we be able to get something on the calendar for either later this week or next?
I could do sometime after the 21st, because up until 21st, I'm actually wrapping up my project.
Okay.
After 21st, I will have time.
Okay. All right. So then let me do this. Give me 1 second. Do you have your calendar handy?
And what do you need from me for this?
I need to schedule just a 30-minute kickoff call with you and my team, so we could do that maybe instead of You said you're done on the 21st, so would we be able to do something on like the 22nd on Friday or Monday the 25th?
Yeah, we could do Monday the 25th.
Okay, here, give me 1 second. Are mornings or afternoons normally better for you?
Morning is good.
How would, you're Eastern Standard Time, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. How would 10:30 or 11 work on Monday the 25th?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
This is Chris from the Vision period. Can you give me a ring? Question mark.
Hello?
Hey, this is Chris Arslan with. Do you have a second?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. Hey, I wanted to follow up. I know you were saying you were hoping to have an answer by last week.
They were fine with it, but I will need some time to fill all the information that you guys requested me for. Apart from the taxes for 2022, I don't have any other information ready with me.
Okay, I mean, the only thing I actually need from you all right now is the MSA signed and
Okay.
the 2022 tax return, which I could probably get from your accountant if you want me to.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go ahead, get it. So that will save you time.
Do you know when, just because I've kind of...
I'm planning to read it tonight and I'll send it tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I have a few other contracts that I want to. So, yes.
Okay,
I
perfect.
will try and get that to you as soon as possible.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing? You got a second?
Good. I'm actually outside. Can I call him with somebody? So
Okay.
Can we talk later?
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to see if you even want to do that savings anymore for sure.
I know, but I thought we missed the schedule, right? So I felt bad and...
No,
Yeah.
are you filing an extension or did you already file your taxes for 2023?
No, I filed an extension. I didn't. I thought that's the reason, right?
Yeah.
I actually shipped too many things and I'm moving into a house, right? And so many things are there. So I took an extension. I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give me a call. Just give me a call back when you're free. I want to see if we can do it for you. If not, no harm, no foul.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hey,
Yes.
this is Chris with. Do you have a second?
Yeah.
Hey, we had a call scheduled for a few weeks ago that I don't think we were able to connect on, and I just wanted to follow up one last time and see if that is something of interest of utilizing this tax credit or if it's not a priority.
Oh, okay. Can we connect tomorrow?
Yeah, let me look at my calendar for tomorrow real quick. Do you got some time in the afternoon tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, what's better for you, 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock?
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock? Okay, perfect. You want me to just call you back on this number?
Yes.
All right, perfect. I will, and what's the best email for you? Is it?
Yes.
All right, perfect. I'll send you a calendar invite right now for that call, and I look forward to reconnecting about this briefly tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye. All right, so there you go. We just finished our mini call block, just calling through a couple of old accounts. This, as you could tell, or maybe you can't really tell with the way I edit these because I just kind of clip it up into the most interesting parts of my conversations. But compared to my normal call blocks where I go and rip through like 100 dials, these type of call blocks are much less like ripping dials and more so going through, looking at the count, looking at my notes, seeing what the status is of the account, and then calling them. And then if they don't answer, emailing them, then texting them, and it's a little bit slower of a process. So it's kind of less fun than just picking up the phone and seeing how many people you can touch. This is much more like a tailored approach to each person. So that's gonna be my first kind of like takeaway or piece of advice I have for all of you all out there watching that are trying to either re-engage stalled deals or get signed accounts through the finish line so you're not taking a negative. The first thing would be make sure that you touch them and not just a phone call. Make sure you're calling them, leaving them voicemails, emailing them, texting them, hitting them up on LinkedIn, doing whatever it takes to get a hold of these people because you've already talked to them. You've already had a meeting with them. They've already either given you a verbal or they have already signed and just haven't gone through the implementation process. So touch them any way possible, all right? These are like the hottest of hot leads you can have or hottest of hot accounts you can have. So that's going to be my first piece of advice. Second piece of advice is going to be remind them why they said yes, and remind them how easy and smooth of a transition it's going to be, and make sure you very clearly outline what the next steps are in the process. You probably heard me talking about it a few times when I got some of these people on the hook. I just reiterated what the steps of the process are, what we still need from them, how close they are to the finish line. So that would be my kind of next piece of advice. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed me doing this call block for you and kind of showing you some steps of re-engaging old accounts or old deals and getting deals that have already signed across the finish line. If you appreciate me actually showing you me doing the work, not just telling you what to do, please, 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 all that I ask is that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And with that being said, figure out some ways to make some money doing what you love to do. Peace out, y'all.